Cowboys are 1-1 right now. I think we all think they're going to beat the Bears, right? So take the 1.5 if you want to. It's 2-1. If we speak conservatively, I think they're going to lose to the Packers. It would be awesome. It would be amazing. It would be incredible theater if they beat the Packers next week, especially if the Packers win on Sunday against Cleveland. I mean, it would just be like chef's kiss for a lot of reasons. But I think they'll lose. So I think we're looking at a 2-2 team next Sunday night. And then it gets kind of interesting, right? Like they'll be 2-2. I think they'll beat the Jets. They'll beat the Panthers. That puts them at 4-2 in my little prediction game here. And then they maybe split this series this season with the Commanders. Maybe they win the home game. That puts them at 5-2. Maybe they lose that game. Let's put them at 4-3 right there. Denver's kind of interesting right now. It's kind of hard to trust Denver. I think Arizona is, I picked the Cardinals to win the NFC West. I have the hardest time quitting Kyler Murray. I know that I'm like the last person there. It's not about dying on the hill. I just will forever find him exciting to watch. But I think they'll split those games too, because I think, it's kind of a weird time right before the bye. So we said, looking at this specific slate of games here, they beat Chicago, they lose to Green Bay, they beat the Jets, they beat the Panthers. Say they, I think they win 2 of the next 3 then. So let's give them 2 more wins and 1 more loss. That's 5 wins and 2 losses in that run. That would put them at 6-3. 6-3 optimistically and 5-4 conservatively. I think you take that a million times out of a million. And I think that feels very well within reach, very practical. And again, maybe you rip off some surprises. Maybe you beat Washington, Denver, and Arizona. Who knows? Maybe you beat the Green Bay Packers. But I think that, this run through early November is, and look, based on what lurks beyond it, you kind of have to take advantage of it if you're the Cowboys. Although right now that Chiefs game doesn't look super stressful. That Lions game, I know they looked great last week, but you never know. The Vikings doesn't look super terrifying. Like that gauntlet post bye doesn't feel as scary as it did in May when the schedule came out. I think if you get to 5 wins, 6 wins, and that continues to feel within reach for the Cowboys, I think that, ultimately this team's gonna, they're gonna be pretty happy when they get to right around Thanksgiving. So